The original Final Fantasy VII, which hit the streets in 1997, is a turn-based role-playing game developed by Square for the original PlayStation console. It is the seventh main installment in the Final Fantasy series. The game's story follows Cloud Strife, a former Shinra soldier turned mercenary who joins a small terrorist group called Avalanche to fight the Shinra Corporation, who have been draining the planet's life energy, which is called Mako. The game is a full remake with real-time polygonal graphics as opposed to the pre-rendered environments of the original. Events send Cloud and his allies in pursuit of Sephiroth, a superhuman who seeks to wound the planet. During the journey, Cloud builds close relationship with his party members, including Aerith Gainsborough, who holds the secret to saving their world. Fast forward to April 2020, and Square Enix decided to remake Final Fantasy VII. And oh, what a difference 23 years makes. Final Fantasy VII Remake follows the story of Cloud Strife and his gang of mercenaries through a series-based chapter-solicited story. Square Enix decided to break the game up in 4 installments to prolong your need for this epic adventure. This first chapter pretty much is set in the opening city of Midgard. So let's break down the game, and at the end I will give you my final thoughts. First up is graphics. Final Fantasy as a series lived basically on the SNES, where 2D graphics were the norm. A sudden leap in the series had Final Fantasy VII in full-blown 3D on the original PlayStation. Rendered 3D backgrounds set Final Fantasy VII apart from the previous iterations and left most of us in awe. Today, the same feelings can be brought back up due to the sheer brilliance of the graphic fidelity of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Of course, I play on the PS4 Pro and the graphics are stunning. Facial animations, voice work, and textures are all what one would expect from Square. Particle effects, lighting, fire, and freeze animations seem to really push the PS4 through its paces. If I had to guess, I would say Square has a few folks working for Disney or Pixar Studios. Everything is there from the original game, just made more lifelike and alive. Next up, sound. The original musical score of Final Fantasy VII was composed, arranged, and produced by Nobuo Uematsu, and the sounds were dumbed down into a MIDI-like orchestrating score. The remake did just that, remade all the sounds and orchestra riffs with no problem. Voice acting is somewhat Japanese, and Barrett's over-the-top angry black man voice is quite annoying from time to time, but it seems to suit the game. All the characters sound like you would think they sound. All the music is familiar and everything just seems to fit. Up next, gameplay. Gameplay takes a huge departure from the original. In the original, the turn-based fighting mechanic was prevalent. In the remake, it's an action by the option of using spells and summons. The spells and the magic are all awesome to see, and the summons are truly mind-blowing. Final Fantasy VII Remake is a single-player game, but from time to time during battles, you can switch between characters to control what devastation and special ability is used. At no time did the game feel clunky or cheap, and defeating tough bosses was very satisfying.
Enough of this. Enough. That it?
Final review. Was Final Fantasy VII worth the wait? In my opinion, absolutely. At $60, I think this first installment is a definite masterpiece. Question is, am I willing to pay $60 more for each chapter of the game? I know I went to public school, but I can add. So that's like a total of $240 to complete the series. Maybe Square Enix can cut us a deal on the following chapters or something. At any rate, Game 1 of the series is totally awesome and I can't recommend it high enough. New players can get in and take on the Shinra Company and save Midgard from all its nefarious plans, and old school players can take a walk down memory lane and enjoy your past in the present. If I was forced to give Final Fantasy VII Remake a score, I would give it a 5 out of 5.